Hi, Gary Colton here. I am on the way home after an absolutely electric session with a new client of mine, James. Now, James works in the City of London and he owns and is CEO of a financial services company. And we've been talking to each other informally for several weeks now. And it came clear to us that his company, which is about 15 strong, is successful. He's got a pretty decent turnover, 3 million or so. But he wants, in one part of him, to expand the business and grow its turnover and its headcount. But part of him is also reticent about this scale-up, the risk of growth when everything is going pretty well. So I suggested to him that we do what I call a Discovery Deep Dive Day, and that's what we've just finished. It's intense, and we've taken him from his life goals and what kind of wealth he'll require to fund that and his lifestyle, through to how big his company will need to be in 3 to 5 years to develop the wealth for that lifestyle, and obviously the people who work with him. We then moved into what would the company's structure have to be, how many people, what kind, what services will he have to install that he doesn't have now, IT systems, financial systems, and so on. And in the end, we came up with a series of things that were in the way, barriers, and some of them were very personal, and I obviously won't share those with you now, but others were structural about the business. My job now is to go back and over the next 7 days is to collate all the things we talked about in the 8 hours we worked together, not always as intensely as other parts of the session. We had a time to relax and reflect. We had lunch together. So my job is now to bring all of this together and create some kind of timeline for him to consider what are the major issues that he has to address in the short term, the medium term, and the long term. And then in about 10 days' time, we have a 2-hour session in the diary where he will look at my suggestions, accept some, throw away others, and we'll come to a plan of action for the coming 6 months. It's all about introducing, if you like, a course correction, because if he does nothing different, he will still be 15 strong with the same revenue, but fighting against competition that is up and coming companies who are perhaps more eager, more hungry, and we need to protect him and his people from that. So I'm off home now to decompress, have some thoughts, and when we've had our feedback in 10 days' time, I'd like to come back and tell you in confidence how we've got on and what we're going to do.